A new report shows that sales for survival shelters are on the rise, continuing a trend that's been a part of history for years. New numbers from Blue Weave Consulting show the market for U.S. bomb and fallout shelters is expected to grow from $137 million last year to $175 million by 2030. Recently, people have taken interest in building the shelters on their property due to the rising threat of nuclear attacks or civil unrest. The owner of Atlas Survival Shelters in Sulphur Springs, Texas, says he's continued to see an uptick in sales since the COVID-19 lockdown, with his sales more than doubling in March 2020 at the start of the pandemic.
People are uneasy, and they want a safe place to put their family, and they have this attitude that it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
However, not everyone is on board with bunkers. Critics say they create a false perception that a nuclear war is survivable, arguing those planning to live through an atomic blast aren't focusing on the real dangers posed by nuclear threats. Government disaster experts also say bunkers aren't necessary, with FEMA recommending to just stay inside, ideally in a basement and away from outside walls. The long past of bunkers started with protecting military members against bombings and nuclear attacks. During World War II, they sheltered troops and civilians, followed by the Cold War era, when the fear of nuclear warfare led to building numerous public and private bunkers. The September 11th attacks then reignited interest in bunkers, becoming more modern and providing amenities such as swimming pools, theaters, and wine cellars. There's been a significant increase in the number of wealthy people investing in elaborate doomsday bunkers, a trend driven by a growing sense of insecurity about the future. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Tesla, and SpaceX founder Elon Musk, and A-list actor Leonardo DiCaprio are all rumored to have bunkers on their properties. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Jack Almer.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect. I'm back with another quick lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. And jumping right into this article here, this is from the NewYorkPost.com. The headline, it reads, Mark Zuckerberg denies building a 5K square foot or 5,000 square foot doomsday bunker under 270 million Hawaii compound, saying it's like a basement. Okay, so what's going on is prophecy is crashing the party. All right, and these people are shook. You see? Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. So you have, you know, the rich elite planning on escaping the judgment of the Lord, you know, or at least attempting to escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. So like we heard in the video, all right, people all over are uneasy, you know, in these times right now because they see what's going on across the world and all throughout America. You know, people are growing uneasy and there's a growing sense of insecurity about the future. Okay, and we know what entails of the future of Babylon, America. All right, the destruction is coming. All right, so let's read on here. It says Mark Zuckerberg dismissed reports that he's building a 5,000 square foot doomsday bunker underneath a 270 million compound in Hawaii, insisting instead that it's just a little shelter. So he's trying to downplay the fact that he has this mega fallout, you know, bunker for the times that are coming. All right, because hey, all this so-called rich elite know what time it is. It's just that the common people, you know, they've been blinded. They don't understand. But we the hopeful elect, okay, the true believers in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, we know exactly what's going on. Okay, 2025 is about to be that year, man. Okay, it says The 40-year-old tech tycoon was asked during a December 19th interview with Bloomberg about the rumors that he is constructing an underground facility beneath his 1,400-acre home on the island of Kauai, one of the most northern islands in the northern Pacific archipelago. Quote, "No, I think it's just like a little shelter. It's like a basement." Zuckerberg, the third wealthiest person in the world behind Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, told Bloomberg's Emily Chang. All right, let me read a little bit more. You know, because the rich elite, so-called, you know, they're in the know. All right, they've been preparing for these times. You know. It says several wealthy individuals have been rumored to have constructed vast tunnels and underground networks in preparation for a potential disaster, including PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, Tesla CEO Musk, and disgraced rapper Kanye West. It says Zuckerberg, who as of Thursday boasted a net worth valued by Bloomberg Billionaires Index at $215 billion, has insisted that the aim of the ranch is to raise world-class cattle, quote unquote, on beer and macadamia nuts in order to, quote, create some of the highest quality beef in the world. So this is what he's saying. All right, and the rest follows. All right, so all these elites are preparing for the great and inevitable destruction. Okay, from World War III, and Yahweh Shai returning from the heavens, man. Okay, let me get this too. All right, God's judgment unavoidable. Okay, this is Amos 9:1. And it reads, it says, "I saw the Lord, Yahweh Shai Shai, standing upon the altar, and he says, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away." See? "And he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered," right? So, you know, pretty much this is dealing with all Israel being subjected to the curses and not escaping the curses that the Lord put upon them. But now you can apply this to these Edomites. Okay? They're not going to escape the judgment and wrath of the Lord, right? "He that fleeth of them shall not flee away. He that escapeth of them shall not be delivered." You see? So we're dealing with Esau now, man. He's trying to, you know, set up these escape measures to avoid his judgment. All right. Amos 9:2 says, "Though they dig into hell," right, which is simply in the ground, under the earth. Okay. "Though they dig into hell," all right, this is why they have the bunkers, right? All over the earth, right? "Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down." So there's no way there's nowhere they can run, is what the Lord is saying. They got the bunkers underneath the earth. They got the the retreats in the heavens. All right, they have the escape routes in the mountains. The Lord is still going to get them. Is what he's saying. There's no avoiding his hand. Verse 3. "And though they hide themselves in the top of a Carmel," all right, which is pretty much a mountain range, mountaintop, "I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them." Right. So there's no way they can run. All right. Even the secret getaways under the ocean. All right. The Lord is going to command Leviathan to go down there and get them. All right. These devils can run, but they cannot hide, is the point. Isaiah chapter 2, verse 19, it says, "And they shall go into the holes of the rocks." Okay? Once again, those bunkers. Okay? "Into the caves of the earth. For the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he shall arise, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. You know, so they know that this is coming. They've been preparing for this, man. Okay? Nuclear war, societal disaster, civil war is not going to be stopped. It's all part of Bible prophecy, right? Verse 20, in that day, a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats. Verse 21, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the top of the ragged rocks for the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Right. And see, Esau has his so-called UFO programs, to watch the so-called UAPs, which are the chariots. And they clearly see that the Lord and the heavenly host are here. They're watching the heavens in real time. They see the chariots, like Esau said, there's a mothership bigger than the earth, basically hovering over the earth. They see the angelic forces are here. All right. And there's no escaping. Revelation 6 and verse 13. I start at 12. Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. All right, going into the fact when those warheads hit the earth, man, and that mushroom cloud blocks out the blots out the atmosphere, the sun, and all of that. It says, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island will move out of their places, man. Showing you how devastating that destruction is going to be when it takes place. It's going to rearrange the planet Earth. And the kings of the earth and great men and the rich men, see? And the chief captains and the mighty men and every bondman and every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, right? Which we just read. All of these elites are fleeing all over the world to escape the wrath of the Lord. All right? This is prophecy. Revelation 6 and 16, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? No one. All right? So they're preparing for the destruction, man. This thing is coming in hot, man. All right. News and prophecy, man. It's going down. Let's add some more into this thing, man. All right. Here's some more news. This is from CNN.com. The headline it reads, it says, how America lost control of the bird flu, setting the stage for another demic. You see? So they've been saying this for a while, that another demic, another plague, pestilence was on the way. All right, so they're preparing you for it, right? Let me read this one too. All right, this is from the Epoch Times. Bird flu virus mutations discovered in first severe human case in U.S. CDC says. So here we go again. Okay, round two. It says the mutations may result in increased virus binding to cell receptors in the upper respiratory tract of humans, according to the health agency. All right. So they're getting ready to bring this thing, man. Excuse me. It says the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has found mutations in samples taken from a man infected with the first severe case of avian influenza in the United States, mutations that were not present in specimens collected from his infected backyard flock. The agency began analyzing the samples after the patient, a resident of Southwest Louisiana, aged over 65, was confirmed last week as the first person in the United States with a severe case of H5N1 bird flu. There you go. All right, so they're ramping up the stories again. All right, we're in the beginning of it now. In a December 18th statement, the CDC said the man was infected with the D.1 genotype of the virus that was recently detected in wild birds and poultry in the United States and in human cases in British Columbia, Canada, and Washington State. The strain differs from the B3.13 genotype detected in dairy cows, human cases, and some poultry across the United States. All right, so you get the point, man. All right, they're getting ready to present another epidemic again, man. Let me get this too. This is in the Good News translation. This is 2 Ezra 16 in the GNT. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 17 in the GNT, and it reads, it says, I'm doomed, I'm doomed. Who will rescue me in those days? Troubles will come, and many people will groan. Famine will come, and many will die. Wars will come, and the world powers will tremble. Disasters will come, and everyone will be terrified, as we heard in the video, all right, that we played earlier, dealing with the bunker cells, all right? Everybody is uneasy. There's a growing sense of insecurity about the future, all right? People know that all hell and disaster is coming, right? Disasters will come. Everyone will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? Famine, epidemics. See? Famine, epidemics, trouble, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. Verse 20, but in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment, right? So all of these things that are going down, the majority of the people are not even considering, man. Meanwhile, you have the elites, all right, the so-called rich of this world. They're preparing. They're already gone. You know, they're preparing for the Civil War. They're prepared for the, for the nuclear destruction, man, and all the other things that are going to play out that tie into the plagues of the Lord. You see, it says, verse 21, 2 Ezra 16, and verse 21 GNT, it says, the time is coming when food will be so cheap that people will think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. But then disasters will spring up everywhere, wars, famine, and great confusion, which is happening now. All right. Everybody has anxiety. Everybody's tight. That's why you got the Bible sales. There's been an uptick of Bible sales increasing all over the world. People are panicking, right? They're concerned about the times, what's going on in America, the fate of this place. People are relying on Trump to save Babylon. There's all types of great confusion. Verse 22, many people on earth will starve to death, and those who escape starvation will be killed in war. See, this is the prophecies. Their corpses will be thrown out like garbage, and there will be no one left to comfort the living. The earth will be deserted, and its cities demolished. Man, everything that these devils are preparing for, no way around it. Let's add on
here's the reason why we need to.
Salaki, I wanted to add on to, I had brought this video out before, but as we were reading in these headlines, all right, they're getting ready to unleash another epidemic. The stage is set for another epidemic, right?
Here's the reason why we need to care about this stuff, Nicole, is that we have some big picture stuff coming down the pike starting on January 21st. Mr. Bloomberg mentioned H5N1. That I'm really worried about. It's all over wild birds on the western part of the United States and going up in the north. It's getting into the poultry. We're seeing sporadic human cases, no human-to-human transmission yet, but that could happen. It's in the cattle, it's in the milk, and that's just the beginning. We have another major coronavirus likely brewing in Asia. We've had SARS in 2002, SARS-2, COVID-19 in 2019. And we know these viruses are jumping from bats to people thousands of times a year. But there's still more. We know that we have a big problem with mosquito-transmitted viruses all along the Gulf Coast, where I am here in Texas. So we're expecting dengue and possibly Zika virus coming back, or a Puche virus, maybe even yellow fever. And there's more. Then we have all this sharp rise in vaccine preventable diseases going up because of, in part, the anti-vaccine activism that's so prominent right now. We have a five-fold rise in pertussis cases, whooping cough over the last year, 15 measles outbreaks this year. We've got polio that's been in the wastewater in New York State. All that's going to come crashing down on January 21st on the Trump administration. We need a really, really good team to be able to handle this.
So there you go. So they're letting you know, all right, how this is going down. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna grab this too. Let's go to Ezekiel. All right. There's no stopping this thing. Ezekiel 5 and 16, it says, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you and break your staff of bread, right? Because they're saying that, they're pumping this this stuff that's contained in the jab, if you will, into the food supply, into the poultry, into the beef, okay? Which is going to result in a famine. Okay, the famine has already started, man. The fact that we're eating GMO foods, lab created meat, all right? We're already in the midst of that famine. So this thing is only going to get worse alongside with these different plagues and diseases that they're about to unleash. All right, he said multiple viruses will be unleashed on America the day after Trump gets into office, So this thing is going to get completely chaotic, as I said, right? And I want to add another point, all right, to this news and prophecy, man. All right, because, hey, like we said, they got to go ahead and roll this MOTB out, man. So it's all roads lead to the CHIP. So this is from 100%fedup.com. It says, watch, UK government publishes cringe video promoting digital ID. Now check this out, right? Let's play this one down here. Check this video out right here. They're letting you know they're getting ready to come through with that digital currency system. Okay? Bear with me.
Right, mate?
Alright, mates. Can I get a pint of lager, please?
Yeah, of course. Can I just see some ID?
Yeah, no worries. Just got it somewhere in here.
Hi, can I have a pint of Christmas cracker, please?
Certainly.
I know it's a surprise for everyone, but I don't get asked for my ID anymore. But for loads of young people, they get asked all the time when they want to buy a drink. So we're changing the law so that next Christmas, young people will have their ID on their phone, so they won't have all of the hassle of needing to get ID or leaving their ID at home or their paper ID getting lost or damaged.
See, so you're gonna have your digital ID on your phone, and next is gonna be you're gonna have your digital ID in that CHIP. All right, the gradualism. You see, and this is over in the UK.
Already 50 digital apps like this one. But what it means is that bar staff can scan to prove somebody's identity, and it doesn't give away any personal information. So it means that giving your ID is safer than it's ever been before. Changes like these are going to create economic growth for our country, which is key to our plan for change.
There you are.
Great, thanks. You can put it on the tab. So this means by next Christmas, buying a pint will be a little bit easier.
Great. Yeah, all good.
There you go, mate.
Cheers. £7.20, please. London prices.
Right. So the point is that they're gradually bringing this thing in. Okay, you heard it. All right. Now your digital ID is gonna be on your phone, and they slowly conditioning the people to get ready for that for the device. You see that? So let me get this real quick and we'll wrap it up. Let's go to Ezekiel 12. Ezekiel 12 and verse 21. And it reads, it says, "And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Verse 23, Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will make this proverb to cease. They shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand and the effect of every vision." All right. The prophecies are speaking loud, man. Every day we're moving closer to the end of this thing. Okay. For there should be no more any vain vision or flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. Man. And it should be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, I will say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So it's coming. All right. Verse 26, "And the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied the times that are far off. The point, therefore, say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua." So this thing is rolling. Okay. Prophecy is rolling, man. Okay. The next demic is coming. Right? So once again, this is another quick news and prophecy. All right. The so-called rich, the elite, are preparing for the end of this place, man. So I pray that this quick lesson was edifying. And shalom to the next one. Shalom.